welcome back to the transfer show. Dharmesh and Kaveh still with me, and Manchester United are in advanced talks with Royal Antwerp goalkeeper Lammens. Dharmesh, what is the latest?
Yeah, so he was pulled out of their squad for Royal Antwerp yesterday for their game against KV Mechelen. Now, that was a decision of the club because he actually wanted to play. And the reason the club pulled him out is because they didn't want to risk anything happening to him with a deal with Manchester United, according to them, being quite far down the line. Talks, we're told, are advancing over a deal that's worth £17.3 million, with the payment structure currently under discussion. Personal terms for Lammens not expected to be a problem at all. Now, initially, Manchester United wanted to bring in Lammens to add to their goalkeeping department. So they had Tom Heaton, Altay Bayindir, Andre Onana, and now Lammens as well. However, I'm told today that we shouldn't rule out a potential departure from the Manchester United goalkeeping department should Lammens, as expected, join Old Trafford. Now, you remember yesterday, Andre Onana was on the bench. Altay Bayindir started his second Premier League game in a row. Onana wasn't in the squad at all in the first game because Ruben Amorim said he hadn't been training and he hadn't had enough game time. And so it was a big decision to leave him on the bench at the Fulham game yesterday.
Yeah, and Amorim tried to get him, didn't he, at Sporting Lisbon, I think, a few years earlier. Dharmesh, also update on Rasmus Hojlund for us?
Yeah, this one looks like it is moving now. Napoli remain in talks with Manchester United over the signing of Rasmus Hojlund. Discussions are understood to be positive, with Napoli exploring a loan with an obligation to buy. Now, we do know that Manchester United would consider offers of around £40 million. Now, if it's a loan with an obligation, it would probably contain a loan fee and the obligation price together. All of that would come to around 40 million is what Manchester United would want. It's thought, more importantly, that Rasmus Hojlund is open to the move after negotiations between Napoli and his representatives as well. Earlier on in this transfer window, AC Milan went in for Rasmus Hojlund. They went in with a loan with an option to buy. Now, Manchester United's preference has always been to have a permanent element in any deal. And Rasmus Hojlund, if he was to leave Manchester United, because remember, he said, I want to fight for my place. But if he was to leave, he wanted a permanent element included in that deal as well. And I think the prospect of Champions League football with Napoli has basically lifted his incentive to maybe want to go and join there. And he's seen former teammates like Scott McTominay go there and become a Ballon d'Or nominee. He was again omitted, you'll remember, from the squad against Fulham yesterday.
A deal for a Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho to join Roma has not progressed as the player does not have the right motivations to join, the club's sporting director Frederic Massara has claimed. The Red Devils will continue their Premier League campaign on Sunday against Fulham at Craven Cottage, with the team hoping to register first points of the season. Boss Ruben Amorim has been back significantly in the transfer window, but United have so far failed to offload a number of players who are out of favour with the Portuguese coach. Sancho has played no part in pre-season or the 2025-26 campaign, and the forward has been strongly linked with an exit. In quotes reported by Sport Media Set, Roma sporting director Massara has seemingly dismissed the possibility of the Englishman joining, saying, "There are no conditions to proceed with this deal, especially as Sancho doesn't have the motivations to join AS Roma." The news of the rejection will come as a blow to Amorim, who would have hoped to have sold Sancho to free up funds and wages. There are a number of players with uncertain futures still at Old Trafford, with the likes of Rasmus Hojlund and Antony also not in Amorim's plans. The latter has often been the subject of criticism from United fans for both on and alleged off-field actions, while the former has failed to live up to expectations since signing in 2023. Sancho has been criticised for similar reasons to Antony, as has winger Alejandro Garnacho, who has fallen out with Amorim. By exiling all four players, Amorim has demonstrated that players must perform on the pitch and fit into the culture of his new-look United if they wish to have a future at Old Trafford. Manchester United have strengthened considerably in the forward line, with Matheus Cunha, Brian Bumo and Benjamin Sesko all expected to be starters this term. The club have been credited with an interest in midfielder Carlos Baleba, but with his price seemingly prohibitive, alternatives such as Stuttgart's Angelo Stiller have emerged. Goalkeeper Lammens is thought to be nearing a move to Old Trafford, and his arrival could signal the end of Andre Onana's time as first choice. If the Red Devils can agree deals to sell the likes of Garnacho and Sancho before the September 1st deadline, perhaps United will be able to delve back into the transfer market.
E é engraçado porque as pessoas vão falar, é um custo quando você contrata uma ferramenta. Nós contratamos o Conta Azul em meados de 16 para 17, 9 anos de utilidade da plataforma. Tudo isso começou pela necessidade da gestão. Nós trouxemos para o segmento uma organização com padrão de orçamento, um cabeçalho organizado, uma informação que o cliente pedia, detalhando e descrevendo item a item, uma condição de pagamento no campo de condição de pagamento. Então, a proposta comercial padronizada. Então, nós começamos a atender um cliente que ele não ficava perdido. Ele sabia o que ele ia receber da Hoffel, o que ele ia receber como condição de pagamento, como um padrão de atendimento. Isso fez subir a régua. E é engraçado porque as pessoas vão falar, é um custo quando você contrata uma ferramenta. Só que isso vai te auxiliar a subir um patamar de serviço, a ter uma velocidade maior de entrega. Então, o quão isso ajuda no seu negócio? O nosso ajuda demais, a gente se sente muito realizado com o uso da plataforma. E eu falo isso por conta própria porque os primeiros cadastros, as primeiras ativações, foi tudo eu que fiz hoje, graças a Deus, nós temos um time para tocar tudo isso, o atendimento, o almoxerifado, compras e até o financeiro.